All right. Good afternoon. We got about 7 minutes until the close. So we'll see kind of how much this afternoon rally gets here on the Qs and SPY. All right, but let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for November 10th, 2021. Qs down 1.34% right now. Like I said, we still have some time here. All right. SPY down 0.7 and IWM down 1.5. We came into today with a bearish bias. All right, bearish bias on this. If we take out yesterday's low, hourly transitioning lower. Okay, so short-term bearish bias. Now we'll just follow this hourly downtrend until it ends. Looks like based on the daily here, probably some room. We could aim for the 20 MA here on the daily. The longer that we base, if we base tomorrow and Friday, then that 20 MA is actually going to catch up. This may be all the pullback that we get. But what we'll do is, since it's a short-term bearish bias, we'll just follow the hourly, see what the hourly wants to do. So like if the hourly tries to put in a lower high and then fails on it, then we'll have to be neutral on the short time frames, and that'll increase the chance that we actually start to go back up from here. Okay, so that's going to be the plan here on the Qs, SPY, and IWM. Still bearish going into tomorrow, but we'll see kind of how the hourly behaves. Okay, so once and if the hourly continues lower, say it even gets beyond the daily 20 MA and digs deeper into the recent rally, then the hourly will just be in an all-out downtrend, and we'll just follow it just like we plan to anyway. Okay, makes sense. All right, let's get into today's plays. So today had to be ready to replay things, whether I missed the first entry, whether I didn't get filled on the first entry. That happened on every single one of my plays today. So I don't know, maybe I was too slow today. Maybe there was, I think there was a lot to look at this morning, which makes it easier to miss things. I'm not going to read too much into it, but we'll talk about them all, and we'll show you what I mean and why they kind of set up again, because they don't always do that. So what if you miss a play? What should you look for to get into it? Okay, first play here was the MCRB. Now the reason that I was a little bit slow, I think, getting to this one is this. I think I found this one a little bit later, like either right before the open or right after the open, something like that. We got a breakout right here first. So that was the first thing I was okay to do. And when I saw it, it had already done this pop. On the 2 minute, that's going to be a 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, so we already got the nice gap. I'll show you the gap. So that's a pretty classic 1, 2, 3. Igniting 20-20 bar, meaning that the topping tail and the bottoming tail, which just doesn't have one, make up less than 20% of the bar. So you want 60% of the bar to be a green body, okay, which this obviously is. Okay, here's what the daily look like. See this gapping over that base and void up above. So that's why I want to play this aggressively. Now, didn't get that first 1, 2, 3, right? And so it popped, and then I was waiting to see, okay, do we get another entry? And we did. Okay, so you can see where the next base comes in. So right in there. So I missed that first pop, and then I played the next one, use that bottoming tail as my stop. Okay. First targets were 844. We eventually got there. Okay. 844, I think got it around here. Yeah, on this pop. And then was out most of it up here. And then I held a little piece here into the end. That was actually just 3 Rs. So then on that last runner piece, decided to take the whole thing because the hourly trail was so far away. So the hourly trail, you can see at the time this is a big green bar. Hourly trail is still there. So I decided to take the whole thing. That ended up working out because the market came in. I think a lot of why this came in is because of the market. So, but that's fine. But you can see kind of what if, this green bar had just led to another green bar, then, I wouldn't have had a chance to get it. luckily it paused there first, which gave me that 1 minute base, and then was able to catch it. Okay, so that was the McRib. That was the first play. Now, next play I missed, and I did not play, was the Fubo, F-U-B-O. Here's the gap on the F-U-B-O. Gap down, okay, pretty nice. Got some shock value there. You had a recent move up and now gapping lower. So on the FUBO, what I was looking to do was play this little lower high. And then if we break underneath here, it's going to resume the downtrend, give us a lower low. Okay. And then it started to go up. And then when I saw it, this pop right here before it flipped, I canceled my order. Well, then it immediately flipped and went right back down right after I canceled my order. Now this, if I had paid a little bit more attention, did have another chance to get it, which would have been play this as a base. And I think that looks fine on the 2 as well. Yeah, it looks okay. So that would have been good to play right there on the FUBO, right off that declining 20. So that would have been nice to play. But this one I did not catch. I kind of just thought, well, I missed it, and then, went on to something else. So that was fine. And yeah, and even in the afternoon had another chance to play. But I was already in something else short, and I kind of that was the one I liked the most. I kind of want to stick with it. So yeah, there goes the FUBO. Okay, next play. So that one I missed. Next play, the UBX. Okay, UBX, I mentioned in the room, is doing a buy setup. Okay, I mentioned in the room, and then I went to go put my order in. As I was putting in my order, that's the closing bell, by the way. As I was putting in my order, it popped. So I was okay. It's like, okay, 3. I'm gonna put it and get in over $3, and then it just, as I'm putting in the order, popped like that. So that one, I thought, darn, I'm gonna miss. But then it came right back down. I thought, okay, now maybe I get a chance at it. Okay, it was getting kind of sloppy there. Okay, and then 5 minute had a decent enough base, I thought, to play the breakout. Okay, on the UBX. Right there. Okay, and then UBX, pretty good. Ended up taking the whole thing a little bit early, but that's fine. This thing was moving so wildly that you see the big topping tails, and I was only playing it with like a 10-cent stop. So when it moves, I don't know what's the size of that bar, 8 cents. That's almost an R in one 5 minute bar. So I think I got out the whole thing like right in here. I think I went 5 minute bar by bar. It took me out like 39, and then after that I went up to 364. That's fine. That's not too bad. I think I'm okay with that because it was starting to accelerate a little bit. So yeah, but you can see I missed that first buy setup entry, and then I set up a base. Okay, so I think lucky today that missed a lot of things that worked nicely, but got a chance to get back in them. Now the FUBO I didn't take advantage of, but these I did. Okay, at least the UBX and the MCRB, so that was good. And the management was fine on this. Management on both of these I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, I think I did a good job on those. And then probably the best management was the UP. This was really good. Now this one, the reason I didn't get fill is not because I missed it, not because I was slow to put in the order. I was just on an uptick and didn't fill me. So we were supposed to be in it from 26, and then it dropped all the way to 21 without filling me. And that's just because it's on an uptick, right? Because it's already down so much. Here's the daily on the up, right? Breaking the lows. So that I like a lot, right? So this really, really weak. 5 minute rolling back over. So, yeah, this was good. I just, after it triggered there, like I said, it triggered. It didn't give me any. At 26, I had to try it again and then get it here. So yeah, that was just because it's on an uptick. If it had just fallen apart and gone without me, that'd be, of course, really disappointing, but it set up another base. And then I did try to add to it again, but couldn't get filled right here. I think I tried to add to it again. This was hard to get filled. Just, yeah. But that was nice. Once it got the drop here, it was up almost 3 hours, so I said just take it over the offer. Yeah. So that was really nice. Yeah, the up. So That was the up play. So every single play, I had to find another entry, wait for another entry to get filled. And so, you can see here, some of them, I kind of lost patience on it. So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't think it means anything like bigger picture or is indicative of anything for the market. It's just how trading is sometimes. Probably if you play more shorts, you know how much the uptick rule has an impact. And then on days like, where you're in earnings season, there's just a lot to look at. So it's like easier to miss. So it's a good thing we got some other chances at them. Now the plays that I've been liking a lot, and I told the room this, I didn't know if they noticed, but once the afternoon hits or even the late morning, I'm playing the same play over and over again, right? So this was the up, right? That's that play. Yesterday, this is late morning. Here's the ALKS that we played yesterday. See that? So gap down and then basing at the bottom. And then the VMEO. Look at the daily on the VMEO. Gap down, right? It's very, very weak. Gap down on the VMEO. And then same thing. See that? Base breakdown. It's the same play over and over again. Okay? And CDNA. So it's fine because they're working really nice. I mean, look how similar that CDNA is to the up. It's really nice. Really pretty. So yeah, so I mean, we're just gonna keep doing it until it stops working. But I mean, yeah, I just wasn't sure if if anybody notices, because I mean that's the idea behind pattern trading, right? It's not that I'm just like on a crazy hot streak or something. It's just I'm doing what is working until it stops working. Yeah, and that's what makes it a pattern. Okay, all right, guys. I hope you did well today. We'll be back at it tomorrow. And I will talk to you then. Have a good evening.